Kurumjari, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. And I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Kundrakpam MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar demands free and unrestricted movement on national highways within a week, citing presence of two deputy chief ministers in Manipur. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand visits Thangal Bazaar to review ongoing road development and market area renovation works. Thado Students Association alleges Kotu General Secretary Lamlinlun Singsit carrying out terror activities in the name of UKNA, attempting to block Deputy Chief Minister Diko's visit to Manipur. And Committee on Protection of Indigenous Peoples Ancestral Land alleges nexus between Indian security and Kuki militants after 8 Gorkha regiment claims gate could not be opened without Kuki leaders' order. And now to top stories. Kundrakpam MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar demanded a free and unrestricted movement on national highways within a week, citing presence of two deputy chief ministers in Manipur while speaking at the 53rd Foundation Day of Youth Development Organization YDO held at Kundrakpam Awanglekai. He said the nearly 3-year-old long crisis in the state could not be resolved due to actions taken strictly as per directives from the centre, warning that if the Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand led government functions in the same manner as the previous dispensation, Manipur could face extinction. Expressing confidence in the new Chief Minister, Lokeshwar said he is capable of performing his duties if he chooses to act independently and without nepotism, adding that the opposition will support all the positive initiatives of the government. However, he cautioned that any act of nepotism will make the Chief Minister solely responsible. Highlighting the continued plight of displaced persons, despite assurances of phased resettlement, the MLA urged the new government to take immediate steps to ensure their safe return and rehabilitation.
IDB singje mamangi sarkari madu PR manungda Chief Secretary na thengkang ahumlakta December 31st December ki manungda hongjalangani moriye musung chuja mu khaktang madudi matang mata tawgani atei dilu hongjangan haibado hauji phawada kaya nyamna karamba changya deba khuri lekai de hongjan garge habja anu sarkara Machinam Ianda Kangandio, Aduga, IDB Singers Samai Masadrakali, Sakana Pine, without Suka Kokok, Katu Wimota, Mayumuka Shabamatam, Sakana Tarelona, Shabi the Shabiro, what in the Piraga Sakana, Leramo Shagas Halo, Aduna Bidanga Saya, Awas, in there was Nagia, the Prime Sawas, Nagadu, Vidan, going except of Falaga, like with Handak Sakas, the Madum Nakash and clear cut to you, not ready, IDB Singers, no Maramudna.
Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand visited Thangal Bazaar this morning to review the ongoing road development and renovation works being carried out across the market areas. During the inspection visit, he was accompanied by Thangmaiban MLA Assembly Constituency Kumukchum Joy Kishan, Kaishamthong Assembly Constituency MLA Nishikant Sapam, along with officials from a Public Works Department, PWD, Mahut and Imphal Municipal Corporation. Interacting with the concerned officials, the Chief Minister directed them to expedite the works aimed at improving infrastructure and beautifying the market areas, stressing the need for timely completion of the projects. Thado Students Association TSA strongly condemned alleged acts of intimidation, coercion and misinformation by Lamlinlun Singsit, accusing him of misusing the name of United Kuki National Army UKNA to instill fear and disrupt peace in Kangpopi district. In a media release, a TSA alleged that Singsit issued telephonic threats to office bearers of Morbung Youth Club, forcing them to release fabricated rebuttal denying Morbung's Thado identity and its support for popular government, and also attempted to obstruct the scheduled visit of Deputy Chief Minister Lo Sediko to Morbung during a local sports event. The association further accused him of impersonation and digital coercion through a fake WhatsApp identity, asserting that he has no authority to represent the Thado community or any Thado organization. Terming the allegations extremely serious, TSA demanded immediate arrest, registration of FIRs under relevant laws, comprehensive investigation into the misuse of armed group names, and adequate security protection for community leaders and organizations, while reaffirming its commitment to peace, constitutional governance, and democratic processes. On the other hand, Morbung Youth Club MYC has issued a clarification rejecting allegations that Lamlinlun Singsit, president of Thado Inpi Sadar Hills and joint secretary of Kotu, had threatened the club in the name of any organization, terming the claims false and unfounded. In the press release, MYC appealed to Thado Students Association TSA to view the matter in its true perspective and not be influenced by unverified information. The club also informed that the 17th Morbung Bang Tournament 2026 concluded peacefully and urged the public, organizations and civil society groups to refrain from spreading allegations or speculation that could lead to misunderstanding. Reaffirming its commitment to unity and communal harmony, MYC called on all concerned to maintain peace and avoid rumors that may disrupt social harmony. Committee on Protection of Indigenous Peoples' Ancestral Land, in short COPIPAL, has strongly condemned the alleged conduct of personnel of 8 Gorkha Regiment Laimakong, accusing them of unlawfully stopping Naga civilians at Chingmang Laimakong on February 7 around 12:30 p.m. According to COPIPAL, the civilians were returning from a church conference when they were stopped, and security personnel reportedly told them that the gate could not be opened as there was no order from Kuki leaders. In a press release issued from Tamenglong headquarters, COPIPAL alleged a disturbing nexus between security forces and Kuki militants, claiming that armed militants are freely moving with sophisticated weapons in areas such as Hengjang, El Champhai, Leilong, Haraukthel, Faijang and Kharam Baipe villages without any action from the forces. The committee accused security forces of extending tacit support to militants under the pretext of self-declared buffer zone, while innocent civilians face restrictions. COPIPAL appealed to Manipur government to take immediate and decisive action against militant activities in foothill regions and to restore constitutional order, justice and rule of law. Village Authority of Litan Saraikong has strongly condemned a violent incident that followed minor scuffle between a few intoxicated individuals from Tangkhul and Kuki communities on the night of February 7th. According to a press release, one AS Sterling sustained injuries during the altercation, after which both parties initially agreed to resolve the matter through customary means. However, the scheduled meeting failed to take place as the victim's family did not attend, and later a group of heavily armed villagers from Sikibung allegedly attacked the residence of Litan Sarekong chief and another individual's house, firing several rounds while retreating and causing panic in the area. An FIR has been lodged against the attackers, while the village authority appealed to the public to maintain calm, refrain from communalizing the incident, and uphold peace and harmony through dialogue, customary practices, and lawful means. Kuki Students Organization KSO Ukhrul District has strongly condemned a violent mob attack on Litan Sarekong village by certain villagers of Sikibung. KSO described the incident as deeply regrettable, noting that it originated from a minor altercation involving a few intoxicated individuals and was already being addressed through customary village mechanisms. KSO warned that mob violence and collective retaliation are unjustified and could challenge peaceful coexistence. The organization urged the authorities and the public to avoid communalizing the incident and called for fair and impartial inquiry to ensure accountability. Republican Party of India, Athwale, during a National Core Committee meeting held in New Delhi, has unanimously endorsed Manipur Unit President Maheshwar Thangnaujam to lead the party's organizational affairs and finalize decisions in Manipur. RPI Athwale Manipur Unit appealed the people to support a party with no presence of high command structure. Addressing the media at the party's office in Kishampad, Party Secretary and spokesperson Jimmy Thokchum said that the core committee meeting, which took place on February 6 at New Maharashtra Sadan, New Delhi, was chaired by RPI Athwale founder and Union Minister Ramdas Athwale and attended by Northeast in charge Vinod Nikalji, National Secretary Maheshwar Thangnaujam and other party executives. The committee gave full powers to the party's Manipur unit in addressing the state's issues, highlighting a lack of high command structure and strengthening the party's presence in the region. Noting that RPI Athwale Manipur unit is a recognized political party, she emphasized that national leaders have acknowledged the importance of local priorities, vesting full authority in the state unit to advocate for regional interests.
Manipur sigi wa kya aruba tanaba kanda Oja Maheshwar gi teaching makhada mi mayamna support tawba amasu party na su thajaba kaya leibaduna free hand independently work tawba haibise kaino habida akoi gi RPI Athwale di sumna su high command structure se leijade aduna akoi free hand thabak tawba ngami aduga akoi gi state oina di akoi dagi henna phajana khangbadi mi atopana khanggadaba nate adu Oja Maheshwar na ada amna kupna tanaraga wa kya sanabagi tungda moina su trust tawrakpanina aduga akoigi lamgi issues awaba chahi ahumdagi tawrakhiba adugi mamangdasu Oja Maheshwar as a person mahakti thabak tawbase leptabani akoina regional party oirabanina work tominaba akoi thabak punna taminaba awana ko share tominaba adugumba sisu akoi party na yamna munna lawsali khangjali Oja Maheshwar masamaksu yodama mafam leite Ehaksu laaga yodaba mafam leite aduna akoina thabak ama tawge na khongthang se thanga banina appeal tawjiri puna makbu asi akoigi vision se akoina lamgi damakta akoigi maleba ki damakta shanti ki damakta or development ki damakta akoina thabak ya tawjage na khanbasida support tawbiyu.
Langthabal Assembly Constituency MLA Karam Sham criticized the lack of civic sense of people throwing garbage at the roadside and condemned such actions. He said this during a cleanliness drive from Manipur University Gate to Lilong Stretch today. The cleanliness drive was participated by members from Lilong Young Social Service Union, Lilong Judging Development Committee, Langthabal Kunja Welfare Club, Divine Life Club, Universal Club, United People's Welfare Association, Peace and Integrity Committee Kiamgai, Saddam Hostel and Arambai Tengol Units 29 and 31. MLA Karam Sham condemned the practice of mindless dumping, noting that some individuals dispose of trash only when they believe they are not being watched. He warned that these accumulating piles create foul odors and pose significant health risks. To ensure a clean and hygienic city, the MLA appealed for proper waste disposal to the public.
Prajasina walking chatba khotpa yamna nam andi phatau si mayamina manam mahasen ba khotpa sumbasi purapadage koi narul sing sina koi mayam si hauraga si yamna nuna nama thaksi haidana senglokone sida koi gi Manipuri maroina narul sing prajasina apil amakak tawjaning modi akoi civic sense watpa lobanan basi khandaba masa khakgi khanba nongan ringai da laga gari da adagi phatau ti ji puraga mafamsida hek paisan ba khosan ba tawbasina maram oidana akoi tuna nana thamna mo na de amna awaba mo oi aduna hingminna basida ai ai bo wakalon je kitang thado piraga mayam sina wana honari base with civic sense like the chawkhaloi aduna atau di undoi jingje civic sense like taba laisu khangda banena lawi masi tawbi ganu tawbom thokte.
Meanwhile, Karam Momocha, a volunteer at the cleanliness drive, announced that the local clubs are taking a hardline approach to illegal dumping. To keep the area clean, a fine of 50,000 rupees will be imposed on anyone caught disposing of garbage along the stretch from Manipur University Gate to Lilong Road. Additionally, 20,000 rupees reward will be offered to anyone who provides photographic or video evidence of individuals dumping waste at the site.
Patau di jing lang thok pa kotok pa se yam na nungai taba du manam nam thiba koi chatli ba chongi ba mayam ji da duna hari ba singa singa si akoi na seng ba haujeri ba numit asidagi bakha tarak pada kana gumba mioi sing na kari gumba mafam ma ji da patau di lang thok ma tar gari akoi ki committee asina hariba mi du jagi lupa lising yang kai phai laujagani aduga kana gumba mioi emana hariba mafam aduda footage sing haibadi video na sing ba lahoraga akoi ki committee da khosin na ba ngammagari hariba mioi adu so khoina case award oina lupa lising kulama ka so khoina tamjari maramaduna akoi bade lebiri ba masung Manipur miyamna hariba mafam sing ase luna na thamna na bagi damakta akoi na ngasi hakdok seriba campaign asi makhata na Manipur ase yamna luna ba leiba ama oina na ing chik leiba ama oina na ba khoi asum bagi wakhalonda khoi na changchan jabani.
And now, before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Human Resource Development Academy Garina Chahi Nauriba Angang Singbu Mapung Faba Tungi Mirol Amamam Oinaba Wakal Lokshin Pinabagi Pandamda Academy Sigi Makada Chahi Ahundagi Manga Fawada Laiba Angang Singi Nursery Lower KG Amadi Upper KG gi class Chadliba session 2026 ki oina January Kunipal dagi admission haujaragani
Angang Singi Laizaba Magun Singbu Hena Thawai Hapada Thawai Yaubo Zangaktani Thazaba Thambiyu Lengthok Piro Punna Hodambinasi
Admissions are now open. Please visit Human Resource Development Academy Khari, Airport Road, Imphal, Manipur.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Kukizo Council KZC has issued cautionary advisory urging all Kukizo employees of state, central and private organization to avoid traveling or accepting postings in Meitei majority areas. The council cited the ongoing tension, stating that the conflict between the Kukizo people and Meiteis had not yet ended and that no political solution or formal agreement currently ensures safety of Kukizo citizens. KZC warned that with the formation of a new Meitei-led government, employees may face directives to serve in Meitei-dominated regions, but emphasized that personal safety should take priority over official duties. The council urged the authorities to acknowledge the fragile situation and work towards a lasting political settlement to restore peace. Minorities Students Association MSA has condemned the new NDA government for its failure to include Meitei Pangal representation in the state cabinet, terming it as a clear discrimination against a minority community. Addressing the media conference at the Tangjing Hall of Manipur Press Club today, MSA President PH Iljud Ahmed questioned the intention behind excluding all three NDA-allied Meitei Pangal MLAs while allotting a ministerial berth for the new NDA-led state government. He maintained that Meitei Pangal community have worked for the same peace and normalcy and questioned the discriminatory treatment even in representation. He pointed out if the recent political move was an attempt towards one nation, one religion to sideline one particular community. Calling for cohesion and the idea of Manipur, he pressed for appointment of a ministerial berth to one of the three Meitei Pangal MLAs.
Punna Manipur ama oinaba ngasi phawda minority Meitei Pangalna thaudang kaya lauduna lagi amadi awaba kaya saruk yaminaduna lakminaraga handak nauna sarkar sembada kari maranggidamak mitop amagum Manipur Meitei Pangal singbu nathaiduna mambano haibase NDA gi government asina minority namthana ba sathrak palalong haina laudab sungamoi asigumlaba one nation one religion gi wakhal khanba manbagi wakhalol asi athubada thadok piduna Manipur Meitei Pangal Gilaiba NDA MLA Ahungi Manunga Hianamatic Sai Kanzaba MLA Amada Minister Pampibiu have Dunia Koina Tamzaningisi.
All Manipur Government Drivers and Technicians Association demanded equal pay and adequate increment of their grade pay. Addressing the media at Manipur Press Club, Association Advisor Kongbrai Latpam Ibom just stated that Manipur ranks the lowest in drivers' pay in the country, noting that Manipur state drivers receive a mere grade pay of 1,900 rupees. He highlighted that neighboring states like Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim have revised it to 2,400 rupees since 2016. Remarking a pay parity, he appealed to concerned authorities to revise the present grade pay as well as their pay structure, which has been one of their long pending demands.
Laktingai mamangda driver singi awana pa kayama aikoina demand to khiba kayama leire governor ki mafamda aikoi gi association ki oiba pamba punna maksing ase chi akoi thajadana unabasu unajarure unaraba matungda governor na madugi damakta makha taba secretary singda ithagre makoi gi chi jengchallaga tawba yaba punna mak tawbiu haidana haigreba aduguma wafam sing ado ngasi phawbada chatkraba chi adu kadai de leige haibagi mari makhong wa thibada chumna takpi raktaba kaya ama khoi hakteng na ngasi che aikoi da nungai taba kaya phawdana lei adugu thabak tawbada asuki matik thawai yauna chawkhat thorangi khangde kari khangde khoi hona jeriba khoi sigi phangpham tokba aikoi ne hena piu haijiba sunate leiriba phangpham thoe haidana thamiba phangpham thokpa sing ado Matutang PBU haidana akoi haijibaniba masin tangdi anoba laiba sarkar asina lakadoriba sarkar sembiriba natraga sarkar ama laiba sinasu aikoi driver singi awaba se khajiktang yengbinabagi damakta paudamjari.
Patriotic Writers Forum Manipur celebrated its 18th Foundation Day along with its annual meeting at Loktak Hall, Manipur Press Club today. Langtabal Assembly Constituency MLA Karam Sham, PAWF President Narambam Khamba, former Film Forum Manipur Chairman Sabjit Sava Mangoljao, PAWF Tripura Branch Advisory Board Member Ketrimemu Madhavi, Manipuri Women Literary and Cultural Organization Hojai Advisory Board members Usam Bindyarani and Taurem Purnabati and Manipuri Language Advisory Board State Academy New Delhi member Krishnam Ongbi Birala were present as presiding members. As a part of the celebration, delegates from Assam and Tripura were felicitated with simple gifts along with participants of Hojai Khongchat 2025, in recognition of their contributions.
Manipur Bogdi Rigoinabak Mati makes a town. A noble generation, Bengali the Irambal Rixing, Masi, Matilonga, Matimaka, and Dumanamse, the Hotragadi, Larry Mounts and Mark Laduri. Aduna Yang affects body was Samaninga, Budget the Gulbak Road, Mamma, Adumpak Mahapangi, Hapoga, Larry Singh, make a Nubuki. I got away. She was also young. Her said neatness. She told her the young girl like my mamma. Papa took her hands in going on. The Yakuy generation to you, and the Paris mamma of the Lake.
All Manipur United Clubs Organization Amuko President Sanjoy Sorakaibam said Amuko will play a vital role in restoring normalcy and harmonious coexistence among all communities in Manipur while interacting with media persons at Amuko's office at Kwakaithel Akhamlekai today. Stating that Amuko has stood with the people on all major state issues since its inception, he alleged that the ongoing crisis is a part of a larger strategy aimed at destabilizing and dividing Manipur, claiming that certain elements were trained and supplied with sophisticated arms, ammunition and drones. Emphasizing unity, he said all 36 indigenous communities must live together peacefully. He also raised environmental concerns, warning of possible biochemical threat due to dumping of poisonous plastic waste into rivers and lakes, and said Amuko has begun engaging with concerned officials on the issue. Highlighting ecological damage, he said migratory birds have stopped visiting Loktak Lake due to Loktak Hydro project disrupting a natural water flow, while alleging inaction by Loktak Development Authority has endangered the Sangai deer's habitat, raising fears of its extinctions. He further announced that an indigenous sports and cultural exchange for Northeast will be organized from February 23rd to 25th to promote unity and cultural harmony.
Possibly acquired university experts in the Namatamda, 2023 third May because of the 10,000 crore of the mark. Do the Tapadi, Women Indiana, Mahana, upon Maran Congress, Pussy, artificial Amara Great Orga, blessed Oliver, peaceful Tugariba, and its multi-city Swabini, Mosquito, Mapana, campaigns and bigger them. Special package bigger than the establishment of the industry of the agriculture. Special package bigger than child education. Special package bigger than child healthcare.
Indian Army, in coordination with the Manipur Police, recovered an 8 kg improvised explosive device (IED) and other explosive materials from Molham area in Imphal East District. The operation, based on intelligence about potential attacks on civilians and security personnel, successfully prevented major incident planned by an unknown militant group. The joint high-risk operation concluded without any casualties. Military Affairs Committee of the Koiring-led United National Liberation Front (UNLF) issued a detailed statement on the occasion of the 39th Raising Day of its armed wing Manipur People's Army, which falls on February 9th. In its message, the UNLF Military Affairs Committee convey revolutionary greetings and tributes to all cadres and supporters of the organization, marking the day as the founding anniversary of Manipur People's Army. The statement, released by Central Committee Publicity Secretary M. Sakhen, highlighted the rapidly evolving security situation in Myanmar and broader Western Southeast Asia region. The statement described Myanmar as a focal point of major power rivalry, with China and Russia backing the military regime and the United States supporting forces aligned with the National Unity Government. while India maintains a dual engagement with both sides. The committee also noted ceasefire arrangements along in China-Myanmar border have allowed military regime to consolidate control over strategic resources and elections, even as resistance forces maintain influence over rural areas. Addressing Manipur, the UNLF MAC claimed the violence that erupted on May 3, 2023 was a part of a larger geopolitical strategy involving cross-border armed groups rather than a simple conflict. The statement alleged that armed Kuki groups operating from Myanmar were used strategically and criticized the Indian government for framing the crisis as a Meitei-Kuki ethnic clash. The committee also pointed to increased militarization, demographic shifts, and historical policy decisions such as removal of inner line permit system in 1951 as factors contributing to instability in the state. Calling upon the people, especially the youth, to refrain politically aware and united, the UNLF MSC reiterated its commitment to the liberation struggle and extended solidarity to families affected by the ongoing violence. Initiative and Development Organization Samaro, in short IDOS, has expressed gratitude over the state government's decision to repair the 45-kilometer Mayai Lambi road stretch connecting Wahingbam Laikai to Kakching Lamkai. According to a press statement, IDOS thanked Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand and Wangoi ACMLA Khurajam Lokan for the initiative, scheduled to be flagged off on February 9. While welcoming the move, the organization urged the authorities to ensure the road meets all the weather standards and strict quality controls, cautioning against poor quality during construction. IDOS pointed out that the current degradation is a direct result of unregulated subcontracting, which has compromised durability. Highlighting that this vital road connects several key landmarks, IDOS emphasized that poor road conditions are a major hindrance to daily commuters and appealed for a long-term and high-quality solution. Manipuri Students Federation MSF successfully concluded its free coaching program series for class 11 and 12 students, which commenced since 5th January. According to a statement issued by MSF Bishnupur District Committee President, the program was held at Kumbi College, organized by MSF Kumbi branch, and the initiative is a part of a long-standing flagship academic campaign, Aikoi Lairik Ningthina Tamsi, launched in 2006 to support the students. The student body highlighted that during its campaign, MSF came across schools with poor infrastructure, lack of teaching materials and quality compromises. In a move to foster education, MSF continued to organize the free coaching for years. The organization thanked those who extended monetary assistance while wishing the best to students for their upcoming examinations. Inad Yaukat Lupting, in short, EOL General Secretary Mayengbam Dhananjoy stated that the organization concerted efforts towards culture conservation is being misrepresented in social media platforms. Speaking to media persons, Mayengbam Dhananjoy clarified that EOL launched its campaign based on the resolution of 10 August 2024 to regulate unconventional practices in traditional rituals and customs, highlighting the risks of losing ancestral traditions. He remarked that this is being taken out of context and used to malign the association's noble intentions. He maintained that EOL placed no ban towards wedding decor nor traditionally approved customs and urged the public to refrain from misrepresenting its campaign.
Iranju leitana akhona ka henna luhung pongdongba aduga kokko sibagi thapok thamsida paisa chalhanba asina akhoi kunai si maning da halali akhoi kunai gi mating apangan ti heli aduna khoi bijang khungum je haibna te khoi bijang khansi tawdabu sonpham mando mayol bor pham kaina ke pham na chingba tangai phadob sing lo tawrakanda khoi kitang khanmin si na miyam da leptana appeal tor ko dugi adugumba campaign paringa ne chatharakpa assembly segment assembly kendra AC kuntet kunipanda koi loi gre adugi makha samdra koina koi Imphal mayol gi be AC sing sida su sing je chatharakpa adugumba campaign dugi mifam duni ngasi gi mifam ase.
All Manipuri Students Union AISU has expressed heartfelt gratitude to various organizations and individuals for their support following the tragic death of late Miss Hannah Balang of Makuilongdi village, Senapati district, who died in an accident in Bengaluru on February 6. In a note of gratitude issued on February 8, AISU acknowledged the assistance rendered in facilitating the return of our mortal remains, particularly appreciating the support of Naga Students Union Bangalore, Zelengrong Students Union Bangalore, Rongmei Welfare Organization Bangalore, Manipur Diaspora Bangalore and Liangmai Baudi Bangalore, along with Liangmai and Rongmei Christian Fellowship leaders and several individuals. The union also thanked MLA of 53 Taminglong SC Zanhenlung Panmei for his constant support and concern, stating that the compassion and solidarity shown during the difficult time will always be remembered. Yambe Mohori Memorial Youth Club Uripok Yambe Mlekai has congratulated Dr. Okram Parlin for being conferred the National Best Physical Education Teacher Award 2026 by Physical Education Foundation of India under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. The award was presented on 6 February in New Delhi in a ceremony attended by MP Harsh Malhotra and other dignitaries. The Youth Club praised Dr. Parlin for his dedicated service in promoting physical education and youth development, calling the achievement a matter of pride for Manipur and Northeastern region, and wished him continued success in his future endeavors. Challenges Boarding Cum Tutorial Center, Kaino, organized the 4th Meritorious Award to felicitate its successful students of BOSUM and COSUM examinations 2025. The program was held at Loya Lakpa Community Hall in Kaino and attended by Kakshing SC, former MLA Y. Surchandra, Oinam SC, former MLA L. Radhakishore, students of the institute and parents. 71 students who secured 60% and higher marks in their Class 10 and 12 board examinations in the year 2025 were awarded with memento and certificates. 2 notable sportspersons were also presented with awards honored during the same program. And in sports, 5-day state-level school sports meet 2026 kicked off today at Kuman Lampak Main Stadium Complex, organized by Department of Education S, with participation from Zone 14 students representing all 13 districts of Manipur. The meet, which will conclude on February 12, was inaugurated in the presence of Education S Director N.G. Vogendra Mete, Valley Additional Director Visheshwar Kamukcham, Hill Additional Director Dangmei Manglem, Samagra Siksha Elementary ASPD Suraisan David, and Education as Grivan Cell Additional Director Gurumeyum Anita as presiding members. Speaking at the inaugural function, N.G. Vogendra said the sports meet aims to provide a platform for government school students to interact, build camaraderie and promote unity. The event comprised competitions in athletics, football, mukna, chess, carom, yoga and several other disciplines, with around 700 male and female students taking part. KG Super Strikers emerged victorious in the first edition of the KG Super League, defeating Brotherhood Moirang by 5 wickets in the thrilling final at Chengjai Sports Complex, Moirang. Brotherhood Moirang batted first, posting 114 by 2 142 by 6 in 20 overs, but KSS chased down the target, scoring 143 by 5 in 20 overs. Hemam Khelchandra of KSS was named player of the match for his 73-run knockout. Bonson Saraisam of Boundary Breakers earned player of the league for scoring 225 runs and taking 18 wickets. Other individual awards went to Jitesh Leshangbam, best batsman, Arvind Hemam, best bowler, and A. Krishna Sharma, best wicketkeeper. The final match was attended by Moirang MLA Thongam Shanti along with Associate Professor of Manipur University Kumam Anthony and AMCA President K. Tarajit as presiding members. Week-long inter-village volleyball tournament organized under Assam Rifles Operation Sadbhavana Project 2025-26 has concluded at Namli Village Playgrounds today. The tournament, held from 31st January to 7th February, aimed to promote sportsmanship, physical fitness and strengthen civil-military relations along India-Myanmar border. 10 village teams participated enthusiastically, with Team K. Angshang defeated AGM Wangli in a thrilling finale to win the championship. Around 150 villages, including community elders and Assam Rifles personnel, attended the closing ceremony, where winners received trophies, gold medals and cash prizes, while runners-up were awarded silver medals and sports kits. Following the volleyball tournament, Assam Rifles will launch the Foothills Football Tournament 2026 from 9 to 12 February at New Kaithelmanbi Football Ground, bringing together 13 teams from foothill groups of Manipur. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Lumphal state's maximum temperature was recorded at 25.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 7 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 85% in the morning and 32% in the evening today. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Kundrakpam MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar demands free and unrestricted movement on national highways within a week, citing presence of 2 deputy chief ministers in Manipur. Chief Minister Yimnam Khemchand visits Thangal Bazaar to review ongoing road development and market area renovation works. Hado Students Association alleges Kotu General Secretary Lamhindun Singsit carrying out terror activities in the name of UKNA, attempting to block Deputy Chief Minister Diko's visit to Morbung. And Committee on Protection of Indigenous Peoples' Ancestral Land alleges nexus between Indian security and Kuki militants after 8 Gorkha regiment claims gate could not be opened without Kuki leaders' order. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, good night.